Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I'm Tatas as the presenter and I will be presenting on how to set up a topology processor using Surveillance SmartView software. The purpose of topology processor or line section or SCS as the other name is to calculate and display the energized or de-energized status of a network based on the topology of the network and the current status of the switches. For areas that are energized, the topology processor indicates where network is parallel or loop. Several different types may be defined, and some may include a status point whose value determines whether the line section is conducting or not, or whether it is energized or not. For any definition that will be used in this video is described in SCS manual page 5. Now let's jump to the configuration part, but before that I will show you which the manual. So here's the manual SCS 400, and you can go to the page 5 for any definition that you need, definition and description in here. Okay. So in line section, what we do is assign each component of the network as an equipment. List of equipment that we have are station transformer, station bus, station feeder, and then substation transformer, substation bus, substation feeder, and then rest of the circuit, which is switch and conductor, switch or breaker, and then conductor. You can refer to page 10 and 11 in the manual to understand the equipment order of creating the line section. So here's the hierarchy example, and then here's the order on how you assign an equipment on the network item in SmartView. Now please keep in mind that any network have to start from station transformer. Station transformer is working as power source for the network. Without any connection with station transformer, the network will not going to be energized. Another thing is this feature or this line section feature is very sensitive, so the user need to be very strict on following the procedure. The first step is you need to define each item will represent what equipment. As an example, we have the single line diagram. Then you just put in mind or draw in a note which component working as a station transformer, substation transformer, conductor, or else. When you're done, you can start working on the line section through the Smart View. I will use the single line diagram as an example. So I put a note in here and show you the which item that will be assigned as station transformer, substation transformer, conductor, breaker, bus, and then breaker, and then feeder main, then conductor. On the distribution network, here's the conductor, breaker, conductor, even this one that work as bus, we have to use we have to assign conductor in here, because after the feeder main of substation transformer, I mean after the feeder main of distribution level, then you can only put conductor, breaker, or switch. No bus, no feeder main, and then no station transformer or substation transformer. Okay, before we move forward, I would like to have step back on color table. So we have color table feature. The color table that I'm talking about is working for network representation, for network color representation. You can revert to manual page 24. So we need to configure color table that will works for this line section. So color table number 0 will represent the de-energized status, and number 2 will represent the energized, 3 is energized in parallel, 4 is energized in loop. For example purposes, I will only use 6 main color table information. I will create new color table for this, and to be shown in the video that having SCS underscores as prefix of each color table that intended to be used by line section is a must. Without it, the color table will not going to be recognized by line section editor algorithm. Now I will create the color table. SCS underscores something. I will need 6 type, and then the the uh, color 1 or number 0, I will use white as the de-energize, and then for the energize I will use red, so number 2, this one, color 2 red. For this one I will choose gray. Gray. For parallel I will use bling red, and then for loop I will use any other bling color. Let's try this one. And then number 6 is anomaly. I will use pink. No, I will use maroon. Okay, I think it's great. Now we'll save this. Save. Close. Now we have done creating the color table. Now go to line section edit menu. In here, line section edit menu. And then referring to page 11, we will start assigning the equipment from the top to the bottom in order to not miss any network. The procedure is by clicking enable editing in here. You can click yes and ensure it shows done on the integrity check. Click OK, and then you start pick an item. I will start from the top one, this one. On the name I will put the station transformer. You can put any name in here without space. Station transformer 1. The equipment type I will choose station transformer because I assume this will be the top will be the power source of the network. I will uncheck use dynamic color scheme selection. Line section I will choose the one that I just created. Something, yeah, I create the name is SCS underscore something, but what shows in here is only something. Okay, now we are done. I will save it, then go to the next. Since I don't have any transmission network in here, so after the station transformer I will jump to the substation transformer. Something, and then for the connection I will click this 3 dot in here and then click, because it will connect with the station ST-1 that I just created. So the connection, this substation transformer will connect to the station transformer in here. Save it. Now if you now next item, I will click this item, and I want this item as one equipment. So let's say if you accidentally click this and you want to remove, then you can just click this again. Okay, now this will be the conductor one. Equipment time is conductor. Yeah, and then click this three dot, and you need to this line section, I mean this item will connect with this item. So this item name is substation transformer 1 assign. The other way is by click by key in alternative key, and then click the item that you want to connect. Alt click, and it will shows automatically in here. Then after you're done, you can save it. Okay, we move on to this. For breaker or switch or any pin macro symbol that you will assign a line section in there, you need to first assign a point in there, the circuit breaker point, the switch point in there. So it will be shown in here. Without any point in here, you cannot create line section on it. Okay, now I will type this CB incoming 1. Equipment type is breaker. Okay, and then since this is a protective device, I will check this, and then for connection I will just type alt and then click the previous item. Now I will save it. Then we move on into the bus by clicking this, and then this, 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 this. Okay. Bus 1 as the name, and then the type is bus. Okay. For connectivity, click this CB incoming 1. Save. I will so when we connect the bus to this CB, then the CB will automatically has connection with this bus. So you see, when I click this CB circuit breaker line section properties, it shows the connection is to conductor 1, which is this one, and to this bus. Now I will continue. This one will work as breaker, so we'll use CB outgoing 1. It will work as breaker. It is a protective device. If not, then you can just uncheck it. I'm using the same color table in here, and then for the connection I will key in alt and then click the bus, show this. Okay, I will save, and then after the outgoing, it will connect to the feeder main outgoing 1. Then I will type feeder main, where it is. This one. Starting from feeder main, I need to use dynamic color scheme selection, and then choose the feeder color scheme that I want to use. In this case, I will use the same something, and then it will connect to this breaker CB out 1, and just save it. Now I will use this as a conductor outgoing 1. I will use this as conductor, and after feeder main, you need to check the use dynamic color scheme selection. after the feeder main on distribution network. Now the connection is to this safe. Okay, I will show you the manual on page 11 just to remind you something. So yeah, so in our case we create a station transformer. Since we don't have any transmission network, then we jump to the substation transformer, this one. Okay, so substation transformer will connect to any network, any power equipment like switch, conductor, breaker, step down, transformer, and then go to bus, right? And then after bus you could have switch, conductor, breaker, or anything, and then you will find feeder main. Then after the feeder main, the only thing that you could have is only tie switch or tie breakers, and then conductors or step down transformer. So you cannot put any bus, any substation transformer, any station transformer after the feeder main. As my picture before, this one. So let's say after this conductor, it will connect to this conductor. Okay, so the feeder main is in here. We have this as feeder main. So after the feeder main, I mentioned before, we only could have uh, breaker switch or tie switch, tie breaker, or conductor. So even you have bus representative in here, you you have to put this as conductor. You use conductor on the equipment type. Okay, I will continue for the example in here. So let's say I will connect this with this. So I will create line section for this conductor 1 out continue, or out uh, branch, no, network. Now it's conductor, use dynamic color scheme because it's after the feeder main. And then for the connection, I will just click alt and then type and then click this arrow. See, it shows. And then I will save this and I will move to this one. Should be the let's say CB out 1 network, and then I will choose breaker in here or switch. I can just switch in here, and then for the connection, alt and save. Now I will move to this one. I know it's represent bus in field, but in our line section you need to define it as conductor. So this is SSI bus. You can use bus as a name, but for the equipment type you cannot use bus. Alt click. Now save it. Now once you've done, you can publish it, and please wait for the notification. Line section publish is complete. When you got this notification, if you want to check the result, you can go to the map and you will see this. So it was brown before, and then after we create this, you see after we create the line section, it becomes red. Now let's say I will close this. You see this, the status of this is de-energized, and then I will set manual and close it, and you will see that it becomes red. Right, now I will open this, it becomes white. Okay, so that's all for the line section. For more details, uh, what you can do and you cannot do when working on line section, you can go to page. Let me check which. Mm, yeah, for better understanding on the procedure, you can go to this manual, and there is a note that you need to follow and you need to avoid. Mm, yeah, there is a rules that you need to follow in here, in page on page 18. And then just in case you got error message, you could see the error message in here and you will see how to fix it. It is in page 31. Okay. uh yeah, I think that's all. Thank you.